Okay, I'll go that way. That's a stack wipe still, so that's fine. Smush. Actually wait for that to get locked. Maybe stick together if that big stack is hunting us. And then head there. Smush. Ugh. You make me want to hire another stack of mercs and kick you off, you do. He doesn't have a real fort here, so he's about to learn how it feels to have your capital taken. 2 can play at that game. Where was that? Oh, because they finished that siege. Yes, yes, yes. That makes sense. Be really nice if that would finish. Boo! Boo! They catch me. Okay, but now what? What are you going to do now, Verdun? You're going to stop us on that? Should have assaulted earlier then. Ow! Well, there goes 1,000 ducats. Oh, they want the war goal back. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? Please actually succeed. Ah. $71? Nah, we fail a 71, because of course we do. How about now? We fail a second 71. Not feeling the love game. We fail a 57. Grumble, 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 grumpy old man noises. There we go. Prague is finished. Go get the war goal. Ow. Second stack. No, it's just Bohemia being a jerk. I want my core back that I didn't even take from him. He lost it to Hungary. Not me. I want my core back. Yeah, why have the Ottomans not declared yet? Shh. Shh. Good. That is a big help. I'd have to sit on them. I'd have to sit on them to get that to happen. Nah. Well, what am I willing to give up then? Birding act? No, we're too... Besides, I would have had to have a save after we were... I would have had to have a save and done it back when we had the France dishonor. If I was going to do it at all. Oh, you want me to give up those? Well, there is another option. Break my cardinal rule and teach him a lesson. Do I really want to break my rule? Is there not something that I can give up that I can just reintegrate? Nah, okay. How many of these can we actually buy? I could have 200k more troops. 2, 3, 4. Even that barely does it, honestly, and it would be a huge sum of money. How do I want to deal with this? I don't think I keep fighting, because it will just tempt... Well, I can keep fighting until that war's over. Yeah, alright. We can fight for a little bit, so... Hello, some men. Yup. Oh, no, 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 not pretender rebels in you. No, 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 thank you. Yeah. Sucks. I'm quietly gonna say I should not have pieced out Landshut. Is part of it. I would have ended that other war sooner if Landshut was still in. Are you not going to help me? Thank you. The ticking war goal isn't actually worth very much. That is way too much. And I'd need to keep one bit of Nitra if I want to get Nitra back from him. I mean, I could go full spend all our saved up resources. I don't really like that. But I think length of war is too short at the moment. The counterflip is, what if he ends this war? And he's gonna get that back. Maybe if Muscovy actually attaches. gaining ground as this happens. I can get that back for Nitra. Minus that. Let's see. I can give you those and get them back for Nitra, which is fine. I can... I don't want to give up Norway. I don't want to give up Armenia. Do I really need Brittany? But he doesn't want most of these things anyway. Croatia would probably vassalize. I'm willing to bet Croatia would vassalize. He wouldn't mind my money. But he says... I don't like that it says yes and no. It should be consistent. I don't mind giving up 1 or 2 provinces to Lithuania. I can always get them back. I just have to find a time that we're in some other war with Spain. Especially if they're Lithuanian culture provinces. Like I could give up these bits. So how would you like me to return Kovno? Yup. Or Ortelsburg. You don't want me to give Ortelsburg back. Okay. I'm not giving that back. What else does he own that I could be happy enough giving up? Not much. Everything else is accepted culture. Well, I could give away those bits. But I can't give them up until those are occupied. It really, really, really wants that. I don't want to give you Polish bits. Deal with it. Maybe I have to give it up. Seriously? And then 3 bits of cash? Wants concessions other than gold. How good are those provinces? 7 and 8. It's not that bad. I could try and get the war goal back, and that will be 3 points. And then if they actually siege that back, just go blast it down. Yeah, they did get that. Activate sprint mode. Straight to there. Woo. Oops. Okay, woo. Woo. No, you have to wait. Your name is literally submit. Why are you telling me not to submit when your name is literally submit? Okay, there we go. That's a whole bunch of war score at once. And yet you think you're making gains. Yep. Okay, wait for them all. Whew. There we go. Now I can give him a bit less. Not that much less. I can give him a bit less. Maybe not give up that thing to Lithuania. But he won't accept not having... Oh, he will accept not having some of this. That's non-negotiable. That's not too bad. So what is that actually? I give away 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I release Croatia, but they'll probably vassalize, and if not, I can holy war the war. I think they'll vassalize anyway. That's not too bad. Done. Gather back up. Come home. Actually, you all need to deal with the Hungarians. We need to look if this guy will vassalize. He will. So we really didn't lose very much at all. We lost 1, 2, 3 provinces. And some dip points. I need to go get my friendships back. Yeah. We're on it. We've got years for that. Royal marriage. I want you to be happier. And we consider swapping you instead of France. Which we can almost do. I unwisely chose to peace Landshut out, which made the war against Denmark take too long. And France was getting besieged, so they dishonored. And I don't know why Austria dishonored, because they weren't besieged. Austria just being a jerk, basically. I suppose it's because I hadn't paid down my trust with them is the answer. Which in part, it's my fault, but in part, it's also... I would really like it if this... Where's the button? We'll do the button in a sec. So these need to go deal with the... No, the Muscovy pretenders have been dealt with. So, no, they haven't. They're somewhere. They have that province. But Muscovy's desieging it, so that's fine. These can go back to training, start earning back what we spent down converting it into manpower, pay off our corruption. I would like 22, and something more like 42. Now you can deal with that. Get our alliance back, and then I'll show you what I mean about this thing. So... Oh, we have annulled treaties. Okay, so fair enough. Maybe Denmark pieced them out for not being my friend anymore. But I don't remember them getting anything occupied. So what I'm talking about is... Well, I can't show it because I don't have an alliance. Because I'm trying to get you instead of France. So I need to go insult Ming. I'm almost there. If I get that, is that going to let me get this? Only maybe. We're going to need to buff out this a whole bunch just to make him happy. No, I'm considering swapping France for Spain because we have the same dynasty as France. So I can try and use Spain to force a PU on France. The only way in which France is nicer is that he does hate the Ottomans, unlike Spain. So maybe I should keep France until I've finished carving up the Ottomans more. I mean, ideally I'd like both. That would be the best option. And he doesn't care if I'm friends with Spain. It's Spain who cares if I'm friends with France. So if I get Spain first, maybe I can get both. I also need to improve with you so that you will vassalize. We can get you back. Whew. 3 provinces, not too bad. I can always holy war him again and just chomp away more than he took from us there. And we can begin the integration of Norway. So what we really did is trade those 3, like 7 dev provinces for all of Norway, effectively. Well, and Croatia. I do have to reintegrate Croatia. Two, one. Oh, and I need to rebuy this because we technically lost a war. Unlike the other time where we technically lost. This was a real loss. So I shouldn't air quotes that. This was a real loss. Now, Norway, I'm afraid we already converted you, didn't we? Yes, we did, so that's all fine. We're happy to convert your crap for you. Is there a guy that does missionary strength? There is not. Nah. Nah. Don't think so. Oh, wow. The heresy has cleared up here. It hasn't cleared up down there, though. No, it's pretty solidly in Bohemia's court. Bohemia, Brandenburg, Saxony. The electors are all voting for themselves. Because they're greedy little shits. Well done. Well done, electors. Ticking absolutism. Okay. Can I get you to be interested in going friendly? Pretty please? Nah. My army and navy strength's not good enough for him, he says. Even with a royal marriage. Fine, France. I come crawling back to you, France. Spain doesn't want to be my friend. Yes, but so the button click. This is what I was complaining about for Austria. So let's look at this in a sec. Part of my objection to, like, oh yes, I should have had full trust with Austria, and I should have. I should have spent the time doing it. I had free diplomats at times. What I don't like though is that you have to Click this and it only does 5. Why not let me spend as many points, turn it into a slider? So like with the, let's find someone who transfers trade to us happily. So like with this slider, why not turn it into something where you can say, I want to convert however many points I want, rather than making you come back every month and click this again. Oof. Anyway, we offer him access, we transfer his trade, and then we revassalize him. He cores my cause, and it even tells me about it, because the game's a bit of a jerk like that. He cored your cause. I don't know. I don't know if they're going away from sliders in general, but I genuinely think the slider was the better choice in that situation, rather than forcing you to do it. What? Why have I got growth of the Port of Havana? Why do I own Havana? Oh, because it was Brittany. I didn't realize I owned Havana. I could fabricate on Ziu and go try and own all this and make Castile hate me a lot. Whatever. France needs to love me more. Well, I've been joking about, like, forming Texas or something, but that makes it all the more possible. Morale of Armies Man is fine. Prestige Man is fine. Gather up. Can you be actually supported anywhere? Yes. Sell it to Spain for 5,000. How much would you buy that for? Spain is at war. If they'll spend like 2,000 ducats on it, then I will spend that, because that's never going to earn me that much in its lifetime. It said you could handle this. I don't like it when this thing lies. 62, 62. Is there anything better? Yeah, 63. $64. $64 is the winner. Take the points. Now, who are the electors? So there's you, Saxony, Brandenburg. You, Saxony, Brandenburg. So I would need to ally Palatinate, Westphalen, and Würzburg. Which is possible. Well, maybe not Mainz. Mainz might be a bit too hard because they're a bishopric. But we could look at disassembling the HRE. Screw your Bohemian Alliance. Okay, France. Now that you're back on the team, how do you feel about picking on the Ottomans while they're doing this? You say you're 4,000 ducats in debt. Well, that's also why you will have dishonored. Why are you still in debt? Did you embrace the next... Yeah, he embraced manufactories. There we go. Okay. There's part of the answer for also why he dishonored. The Ottomans peace out. They eat up a little bit more of Syria. I don't need to pay for this when we're not at war. We have to dial this back a little bit. I can afford some, but not all of it. Bohemia conquered our provinces. Oh, it hurts. Our navy is at least doing the pirating. What else is good news? Denmark. Is Sweden disloyal? Yes, that's what we like to see. And you don't have real friends. Any potential clan Ricard? Scotland? 17, he's not old enough. Zew and Scotland. That's okay. What else? Well, it's actually kind of a bit like dinner time. I'm getting a bit hungry. Maybe in a while. So he will vassalize now. You return unto the fold. And how much are you going to be to annex? So effectively 350 ducats. Actually, that's a really good conversion rate. Because he was worth like 30 war score. And 30 war score would have been like 3,000 ducats if I was trying to feed Bohemia ducats directly. So the indirect method of feeding, of ducat feeding by doing this, I suppose it does clog up a relationship slot as well. I don't need military access through Switzerland at the moment. I don't need... I do need everything else. Everything else is something that we're working on, like we're annexing Norway, we're annexing Muscovy. I'm never going to accept Norwegian, so I should trust him down and centralize his development to me. Yoink. 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 And yoink. There's no more dev to yoink. Makes him a bit smaller, makes him a bit quicker to integrate. Are you the attacker or the defender? It was too many little people with no, like, AI on my side, so I basically just said I can't be asked dealing with the micromanagement of it. I'll give him 3 provinces, get rid of him, and come back later. And in the meantime, I get to recover nicely instead of fighting a nasty war. Also, if the Ottomans had have ended their war, they would have turned around and started looking at me with hungry eyes. With very hungry eyes. Keeping the Ottomans off our case was a big part of the decision too. And now we're doing alright. Manpower is recovering. We're using a nice, much larger chunk of our force limit. Money's recovering. I can even suck up to my friends for... Have the Ottomans disbanded their mercs? I doubt it. He's just floating 150 mercs permanently. He's done that for about 100 years now. I will steal your ducats. You betray me in that war. I will happily steal your ducats. I need to trust down Norway. Now the next question is, do I support your freedom? No. You don't like me. Opinion of heretics. Fair enough. When is our truce with Mr. Denmark? And what's our mission? Oh, build the manufacturing. I didn't do it. Well, it's too late to start now, because, yeah, we're going to fail that no matter what. So we might as well just ignore it. We could get rid of these and get a little bit closer to, Also, I could sell this off and get rid of the Cossack ones. So, that one. And then I am going to yoink that, despite the fact that it makes them unhappy. I'll go deal with that. And then as for these two, I guess we're getting rid of supremacy over the crown. Do I get rid of strong duchies? I can't. I kind of have to. No, we can wait. The influence point is good enough. Well... yeah, until this number starts hitting that number, I don't need to do it, so we're fine. We're fine for the moment. You want me to flip into Parliament just to erase this? No, because it would cost me 2 relationship slots. And I'm using them at the moment. This, if Parliament erased the Cossacks, I'd agree, maybe. But it erases the people that I like. I like these. I can't imagine that Parliament is worth the 2 relationship slots. Re-up with Austria so they're still friendly with us by the time their annulled treaties wears off. Which is only the middle of this year. Oh no. It's 4 years away. When is the truce with Denmark? I do want Finland. Denmark is only... it's 9 years away. They're all long times. What about Chugtai? We could go gobble up some of Chugtai. If the Timurids weren't willing. What about Ajam? There we go. There's someone small that we can bully. So you, come on down here. You go fix that. You go fix that. At least they don't bounce when they insta-squish. Build some more of these. At least the absurdly valuable ones. Yeah. No more nobles. Only Parliament. As if the English aristocracy wasn't one of the stronger aristocracies, even when they had a parliament, pretending that there were no nobles. Oh, wow. But I'm focusing the dip, and it's still going away. Okay, and then that one. And then that one. Actually, no, I'm going to trust you to deal with those. Split. And then here. So this is going to feed a bunch more to Armenia again. Close enough to imposition. Ready, steady, holy war. Yeah, haven't they got the logic the wrong way round? Actually, we'll do it the other way, even though I kind of want the good leader on the combat, because I want the good siege on the siege. Dial that back a little bit. He is unfortunately worth the money. Only if they're bigger than a quarter of my size, submit. And somehow I doubt I'm an empire, so I'm at least 1,000. How many dev am I? I'm almost 2,000, so he'd need to be 500. He'd need to be the better part of 500 dev big to cause a problem. And he could be twice as big and still not be a problem. Yeah. So we're easy safe, don't worry. But yes, it is something to keep in mind because I have been enjoying him being a march, that I risk losing his marchness if I make him too big. Half of these can take a step back. Can you go there? Or could you go here? And then get Hormuz after there. Okay, you go there, you go there, you come across to here. Why can't I upgrade that? Oh, maybe because I'm doing it via this thing. So like Tabriz? Yeah. Okay. So I have to wait till I'm able to afford the higher level fort there. Fair enough. This is what I get for subsidizing his forts. But having 2 layers of fort here is I think very much worth it. 2 layers of mountain fort. Gain a free stab. Keep working our way through offensive. Get that siege speed. Try and do an Ottoman imitation between the siege speed bonus and the siege speed policy. We're also out of points, but Can I level you up? Could I afford to level you up? He's not the right culture. He's also not the right culture. Yeah, they're a death trap. No, no, I shouldn't take that fight. Yes, you go fix that. Yes, you go fix that. I should be doing something with my spare diplomats, like trusting down Austria, so that same thing doesn't happen. Plus the spy bonus. Yeah, we could go spy on someone. Okay, on to the next siege. That isn't actually a mountain, so I don't need to fear it. Very good. Are you actually going to hop on that? Then wait. Wait for them to get locked. Wait for them to get locked. Thank you. And then you can go there, and those can go there. Am I planning to do some alt history? So, I can't control... I have no influence on if Armenia chooses to do culture conversions on the Turkish lands. I can in no way influence that. That is not something that's in my power. I can get rid of this one, though. What I want to do is to further fortify you there. So that's going to be a painful fight for them. Mountain. They almost have as much discipline as me, but I have more morale. Have you cooked up the fix to the Merc Condottieri exploit? Sorry, the Condottieri exploit, Zorm? Is it incorporated into your most recent patch? Yep, we've scared them away. But I remodeled AI cheats for logic and now working on call diet. Oh, so the AI will actually know how to use the mission thing, how to use these. That's kind of cool. Please kill them before they get back. Good. Now, what do I want from you? Hi. ちょっと話せます。でも練習してきないのでペラペラじゃないになっています。Yes, I understand. Well, I speak a little bit, but because I don't practice much, I am kinda shit. Basically. The best that I get most of the time is that if I watch some anime, sometimes I understand some stuff. It's like, oh yeah, they're saying something about they want to go get food, and then the subtitle comes up, and it's like, yeah, they wanted to go get food, I was right. No, I've forgotten like almost all my kanji, so I'm much better at listening and speaking than I am at writing or reading anymore. Reading is certainly... yeah, almost all my kanji are gone. Hey, Peekaboo crew, we're doing alright. We did lose one little war against Bohemia. We had to give up these 3 provinces, and we had to spit back out Croatia, which doesn't matter because he's revassalized anyway. Because France and Austria betrayed me during a war to conquer Norway. But we did conquer Norway. All of Norway is now... originally, our Norway was only this, and then we reconquested this Norway. So I think trading 40 dev for the Norwegian 100 dev. We traded 40 for 100. That's not a terrible trade. Not the best trade either, but not the worst trade. It's plus... it's still plus 60 dev. These all gather up here. Bring someone with siege pips, because we're about to try and siege that out and push Hormuz out. They've gone around the long way because they're jerks. So you are actually going to go chase these down, please. There were a whole lot of restarts in quick succession. Either the Ottomans eating us soon, or one was that our king died on the 4th month of the game, chucking us into what was going to be a 12-year regency council, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing nothing for 12 years. That's not acceptable. I'm happy to restart that. That's bullshit. I'm literally not going to sit and twiddle my thumbs for 12 years while everything gets going in the game. Quam is done. We can probably beat those up. Even if they are in a mountain. Well, certainly wait for those to get locked and then we'll beat those ones up. Smush. They're farmlands. They're primarily cannon stack. Does not fare well in true combat. And then we get to be the defender, even though there's no combat penalty. Our friends help. Doesn't even matter that they help because we've won anyway. Move up, move up. Get over to there. Can we convince you to hop out? Yeah, I had to make the move there. This time there's some... France have once again got into England. We're trying to break our way across and then vassalize that. So that we... Oh my god, he'd vassalize now. England, be friendly. Hello, England. Also, how are our French favours looking? Our French favours could be higher. Trust him once, and then start working on favours again, so that I can feed back all of England. I want more power base, and I don't want... Basically, I don't want to do anything that overextends me in a way that causes the Ottomans to want to attack. So yeah, we're just trying to grow more power base in directions that are safe against people that aren't big enemies that will cause us a problem, that will cause the Ottomans to say, me plus the enemies you're currently fighting is more than you can handle, so I guess I'm going to declare, is basically what they normally do. How old is France? Yeah, it doesn't matter how old France is because... Oh, succession war between me and Spain. Okay, then it matters. Because Spain won't be my friend. The stupid... It's impossible to get friends with people if they choose the harsh stance in the, If they choose the harsh stance in the Council of Trent stuff, you end up with minus 100, essentially, just from being the wrong religion. And that's really just not feasible to overcome. Yeah, we get a succession war in our favour at the moment. So that is actually quite nice, but they're only 17 or something. 15, so not likely. Not bloody likely. Nassau is actually a better target. But they're an OPM, so who cares? If you would finish so I can push Hormuz out. Or if I could look into pushing Hormuz out anyway. No, they won't do it till that fort's done. Split. 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 Or actually the other way. You get that one. You get that one. Then we might have to go get Yas out. Now, does France want that land? Only a little bit. So you know what? Yes. I will become your master and overlord. Free PU on France would be quite nice. And I'm Happy that I imported their dynasty then. Go get Yas. Yas! What else do you need? You need a guarantee. You need access. Come on, 49%. There we go. Let me let you out. I can't have war reps though. That's asking too much. I could have some cash. What's the bet they cancel access now? However, yeah, they have cancelled access. These immediately stop moving. However, it doesn't matter. We can come home. We can come home. And peace out. And then get our English friendship. How far are we now from the Denmark War? Only 2 years. Oops, I've hit the admin cap. Take that slightly early. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, how much of this am I allowed to eat? I'm allowed to do that as long as I do it at the end of the year. Do I care about getting down to touching here? Not especially. I wouldn't mind touching him again, because then I could Holy War him. Potentially go Chugtai AQ and keep the Timurids out of both. Yes, Bizik. As long as you are big enough that or have big enough friends that the Ottomans won't declare on your vassal Byzantium, that is a good move. It is generally a good move, because it stops, especially if the Ottomans never get Constantinople, so they never become an empire and they never get to pass all of their decisions to do with that. It really, really puts the brakes on them. Am I willing to give up just one more province so that... So why do the Ottomans care more about that province than those two? Is it just worth more? Yeah, it's worth more. Okay. So what if I did those 3 instead of that 1? Then he would care again. But those 2... Okay, those 2 plus war reps. No, just those 2 plus cash. Done. Hand these ones over to Armenia. Now we have our second layer of Armenian fort. Although that one needs upgrading. And then I've got to build this one for its second layer. As for here, do I want these for myself? I already touch... No, I need to keep touching him or else I can't Holy War. So... those 2 could go to Armenia, but the rest have to go to me. There you go, boy. Oh, and then that makes nice borders. Some of these should stick around and deal with the rebels that are doubtlessly going to occur because of this. Maybe you guys. So we'll come to say there. But everyone else, come up to here. Thank you kindly. Oceans beyond privateering. No, I don't want an explorer. What I do want is you to become my ally and then my vassal. Yeah. I understood that you meant in 1444, Bizik. Yes, we failed to build our manufactory. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Have a basilica. We could do that. Recover our manpower. That's an impossible mission. Build a workshop. Build a workshop is always doable. They're migrating downwards towards the sea. Maybe a little bit. So we've got our marriage. I need to offer you access. I need to divert your trade. I need to give you a gift. Oh, do you mean as us? If you mean at the start date for us, I thought you meant in general, not as at the start date for Theodoro. No, the start date for Theodoro attacking Byzantium isn't very... it's not reasonable. They have... On very hard, they have 3 times my force limit. They also have 3 times my number of forts. So, I would need to go up to 18 units and to beat them on 3 sieges while they are attempting to siege 1 of my thing. If I was trying to race them. Which isn't really reasonable. I don't have any trade power in this node. That's fair. Influence you. And then a gift, and then you vassalize. I could generate a claim on that for next time. Mid-next year we can refriend Austria. I'm also meant to be currying with you so that we can feed back lots and lots and lots of England. Send a gift, because I'm wanting you as my subject right now. Welcome England to the League of Friendly Orthodox Nations. Step 1 is becoming Orthodox. Thank you. That makes you much happier with me because you no longer get minus 90 for being the wrong religion. God, that is a steep penalty. It's not really possible to do as Theodoro. Not for this start. If you meant as someone like Aragon or Austria or France or even the Mamelukes, potentially, as any one of the Euro medium to bigs, or one of the little ones that's inside the Empire so that you can hide under the skirt of the Emperor and rely on those defenses as well, then yes, it's a good move. But not for Theodoro. It's not well, it's not a plausible move. It's not a practicable move. You can't actually do it. Group, and where was the other one? Was it Kiev? That was the good province? Chernigov? Yeah, it was Kiev. Justice. We make our Cossacks almost happy enough to revoke their other thing. And we can start trying to beg back for these. So, how about you return Hull? Done. And bit by bit, we will get to feed back all of England to ourselves. Although it doesn't really matter if we get him for free, does it? What month do we get you as a friend again? October. Honk, honk, honk. Continue converting Norway's stuff. So you're meant to be training. So are you. These guys are meant to be suppressing rebels. Done. The Theodoro part. Yeah, I might as well do that now. We're going to do some training for a bit. Remove the Dutch culture, submit. The Dutch rebellion things can't occur if you've culture converted away the Dutch. Is one solution. Nah, no diphenyl. He has 200 mercs. I barely have 200 units if I try. He has 200 mercs just floating constantly. Ooh. Damn you. I'd need a claim on the Pope. Which I could almost get. If I told you to fabricate on the Pope, then that could let me split up Lithuania from... That's worth doing. Split Lithuania up from Spain. 48. 48, but not progressing at high speed anymore because we're using more than we generate. Although that's going to fix once Norway finishes. I suppose I could demarry Spain, seeing as they show no intention of actually befriending me. One more month we can get our Austria friendship back. No, 2 more months, sorry. October is the magic month. No, I should let my money and manpower come all the way up. I'm like, I could go do Chugtai, but no. England want to offer me their knowledge. Fine, you're my subject. Have France in... I don't think they've eaten enough Dutch. Last I saw, they'd converted some of the Walloon... No, they haven't. They haven't done anything. I think that's the same as is at the start date. So all they've done is accept Flemish. Just to trigger Atwix. The French have accepted Flemish. Honk, honk, honk. When can we get rid of you? Also, can I reconcentrate your land again? No. And what month of 2 is our truce with Denmark? July. France have had a baby. Yes, I want your friendship back. If you move your capital into the Dutch region, it also usually gets rid of it. But other things will still re-trigger it. Like if you don't have perfect religious unity in the Dutch region, I think it might still be able to trigger. Which is a hassle. It is a bit pizza slice shaped. So 2 more years, we might as well speed up, and then we'll do Finland. Then we'll annex Finland. The next tech is an important tactics tech, so I'm not going to keep pushing our military ideas. We've paid off all the debt that we accrued in the silly Bohemian War. So Denmark, Sweden... And then it's time to get our revenge on Bohemia. There used to be Assassinate King, but the AI was completely obnoxious with it. Because your rival's AI will leave a spy on you all the time, literally all the time, it meant that the AI would assassinate your king pretty much every 5 years. The patch that they introduced the spy network stuff, the very first patch that they did it, that was happening all the time, and everyone was complaining on Reddit about it. So they, like, the next week, removed that, the event that would trigger that. There was a, yeah, your king is assassinated event. If you had 100 spy network in someone for more than 5 years or something, or with a 5-year mean time to happen, it would, yeah, kill their king. Oh yeah, we didn't look at selling Havana. How much are you willing to give me for that? They're at war again, sorry.